Hello and welcome back, and yes, I do have new glasses. They are pretty nifty. Anyways, we are continuing this grand adventure of a story in Act 2, Part 7, Trouble in Paradise. It's been a hot minute since I've recorded some content, so this is a decent refresher. Or refreshment, I should say. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Thea, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. Aha, I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had some time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like this, like lentils. I left some with my purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope and do enjoy the soup. Andy enjoyed the soup. Andy. 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 Our little pet friend. Are familiar. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef. Even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship, bracelets, I hope. Not quite. Many things like I thought it'd be fun to make her nice. Make her niece? Oh, make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' guardian. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family, and I can't offer to cook for him. My cooking skills are unproportionate to my destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No. Thus far, though I have always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. You didn't hear that? Scooting up the chair. Come on me. Hit the damn chair! Oh. But they do sound intriguing? There's no... Yeah, intriguing. When I was young... Stop hitting the damn thing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories that Elysian told me it was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of the guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he's given us. I've always wanted to pay my respect to the flame, and it has happened to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a logical guide, no less. Ever-burning gift. Shoot. I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Vyrak. It's either Vyrak or Vyrak. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please let us get back to the quest. You're right, let's continue. I have one more question. Fine, one more. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite animal? Let's go with favorite food, considering. Why, are you considering updating your menu? No, I'm just curious. At least you're honest about your intentions. Potato soup. The Elasian used to make some for me on cold winter days. It tastes like home. On being the apotry? Yes, exactly. Have you lived there all your life? Does your family live there too? No, I moved there when I was 7 years old. When a cleric discovered I was chosen, I was given a proper education. But my parents and the local clericy could only teach me so much. With my natural affinity for Caspian, being taught by the Order of the Starlight is their stronghold at the Apotry just made sense. From then on, I was taught diligently by Elysian and her celestial cardinals. And potato soup was always warm reward for a demanding day. So now you eat it often? No, it's a reward, and such things should not be handed on out aboard. I am stuttering like no tomorrow tonight. I'm so sorry. Handed out abundantly. Yeah, because if you consume it consistently, then it kind of loses its touch of being special. The joys of life doesn't require an occasion. Life is about more than just pleasure. I disagree. As you are wont to do. Not sure if I read that right, because that didn't make full sense, but yeah, okay. I'll make you some potato soup soon. Thank you. Now, the quest. Of course. Would you like some potato soup for your journey? Do you actually have any? No. Don't make promises you can't keep. Sorry. So I'm assuming you're going together. Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the way of the divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her potato soup then? Exactly. Yeah, she's overall got a new friend for life. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. Yeah, dude, you don't want to do that. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have our guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing, well, we'll have to fight our way out through that word's no worky. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. If that's of concern, I could offer you some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapons' traits. With a little help from the dragons, no creatures should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citrine can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't know. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citrine will let you fight your way through the dangers in no time. With the right mix of defense, charisma, and a honey flower, might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. Considering they're called Blake Stalkers, we're gonna go with the strength and defense. Is this? I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I think this is it. I couldn't remember exactly what. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The defense. No. Fusion. This is the charisma one. We don't need the charisma one. We need the strength one. Okay, let's go with this one. Southern Brawler. And we need some dragon stuffy. And some a little bit of charisma. And the rest of it, some strength. There we go. Southern Brawler. Yeah. Sorry, I'm spacing out a little bit. I had to make sure it was right. I think Tia is right. This is an extremely dangerous undertaking, and an important one, it seems. You should be able to defend yourself. Actually, not just passively, plus a little blessing from the dragons can't hurt. But what about the creatures? They might just be misunderstood like that whale was. They're known as nightmares that attack any travelers that stumble across them. I don't wish to understand their violent reasonings. Most importantly, this should allow us to investigate their archives without having to hide from their deduction. That's what matters. I guess if it means we can help more people in the end. It does. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper, but we should get going now. Indeed, wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday, I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Caspia. I'm assuming that's like some kind of party. It's been a while since I've recorded, so remind me. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. She's right. That's a waste of time. She needs to eat. Come on. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I would consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course, I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. Think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets? Fortune nuggets. That's a new one. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. Hello, Archie. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh yes, talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right, farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the harvest logs and steel myself from the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Ah, thank you dearly. Steel tonic. That'll do it. When I was making it my way to your tavern, I walked past a astonishing duo of adventurers. A stunning Surfy and a massive half-giant. Surfy. I don't remember if that's, like, a race. Okay, remind me, guys, because I don't remember what a Surfy is. Anyways. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book. Like I dived headfirst into one of those stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventure surrounding me with every step and unknown lurking dragons in the shadows. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did, well, first presumed it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance. I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Let's try out the new tonic. What was it? The iron tonic? Or steel tonic? Second page? Nope. Yeah, where's the steel tonic? Oh, right there. I'm such a dork. If I remember correctly, that's actually on my thumbnail and the cover of the game. Alright, a little bit of charisma. Nope, not charisma. Here you go, buddy. And dexterity. And defense. And strength. Okay, we need some kind of thingamababa. This? There we go. Steel tonic. Infusion. Water up. Protection against your archnemesis splinters. Here you go. I can already feel my skin getting tighter. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite particular, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Winmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being a similar wealth and influence, I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Gyra mainland negotiation. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Gyra, he decided to fire his entire personnel security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so. Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even with your magical influence drinks. He might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pin board, and then some brave adventurer will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you were looking for the best bodyguard in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No? Yes? Sometimes. I love to write stories about hunting and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, the writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journey if I could live the tale myself? You got a fair point. It's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friends again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an intensing offer, getting grabbed by a fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an impulsing Velkin lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance? Oh, Lynn? Yes, I know her quite well. She's quite the local legend. She's a regular. Local legend. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of her. You single-handedly outsmarted a wyvern chimera. That's incredible. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on its mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have to have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friends assembled in no time, trust me. Thank you so much, and also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. I'm assuming this is the new guy. Hiya, how's it going? Judging by the instrument and his interesting style, I can assume they are a bard. Hello, come in. Come on in. This is a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I am glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feelings of simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How do you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Phantasm? Not too sure that's actually a D&D race. Unless I read it wrong. Y'all let me know. I came here straight. Just need a moment to breathe. Oh, yeah, I didn't read this yet. I came here straight from the capital. Just need a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you ran this business, innkeeper? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows, maybe. The name's Voyage. Voyage. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, but you can call me Voy. Definitely a frickin' bard, man. Definitely a bard, especially this music. Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. Of course I have. I'm assuming the purple friend was him. So... we don't know a whole lot about him. So, yeah, let's go ahead and say not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have. I'm the boy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Yep. Told you. Bard. Nope. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper. You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible, like a real Prince Charming. Alright. Alright, charisma based. Alright, let's give him a sunny breeze. Plenty of charisma. And intelligence. What's that? There we go, sunny breeze. Order up. If this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling that this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? Well, will it? Not bad. You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I am about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy, traveler of lands, dealer of parts, and the most famous bard in all of SEO. Yeah, so I'm assuming. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might I ask for an autograph later then? Or what brings you here, boy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard to become famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be would it be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely, make yourself at home. Nice. I like Voy. Oh my god! Oh, Quincy! I have been waiting for this moment. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Oh my god, this is cool. Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat. It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was my time to accept some change into my life. Though, so that, what is life if not the constant change of the self? Oh my god, they're matching his characters so well. Granted, they did work with him too, so this is so awesome. How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. Yes! I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, a long journey surprised me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Let's go ahead and give him the same drink. Sunny breeze. Add that in there. Charisma. Gotta get all that charisma. Dude, I've been waiting so long to actually have Quincy in this tavern. Order up. Here you go, liquid charisma. My specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the world? Ah, I'm looking for the feather of a particular little bird. They're said to only reside in the neighborhood or continent rather. What bird? The golden moon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden moon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in the TSO. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage. Oh, plumage of gold? Glistening in light of day? A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart, all because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. They are nailing. Oh, Quincy, well done on working with them in making this game, because do you enjoy your art? Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoy your Golden Moon haiku. By the way, I have been linking Quincy in all of the episodes thus far. Also, if you want to get this game, please go ahead, check out the link in the descriptions. and wishlist it on Steam. Me too. It was a bit traumatic for my taste. Me too. Innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagine all of this so differently, way easier for sure. Moving from Tigrarian, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamed of joining the Soviet Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm a voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me in my homunculum. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents: live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately I have to leave now. Gotta find those looms before it goes dark. Was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe on the out there voyage. What's cool about this is every time we say his name, it's the same exact font as his branding for his name. Oh god, they nailed it to the T. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you would do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Oh, that's so cool. Welcome back. Quick, Innkeeper, your strongest strength. This is an emergency. What happened? It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives. Listen, Innkeeper. I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient because Baya really needs a jury first. Yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time. Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as sturdy as a tree bark again. If I remember correctly, it was like the frostbite one, right? Frosty Lagoon. What was it? For snow? No. Yeah, I'm thinking it was this one that we gave her. Frosted Lagoon. Let's do that. A little bit of charisma. A little bit of strength. That didn't even fill up for charisma. And a whole lot of defense. All the way to the top. Frosted Lagoon. There we go. Order up. There you go. My strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is... good. Oh, thank the dragons. That paused me made me so nervous. I really thought he would mess it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Un. You're welcome. But Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Paya, and you have to endure the Bloom Tide Festival every year. You're right. So I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. With 3 have been inspirational for at least a few centuries. But now, I have no idea. Very insensitive to ask, and emotional, vulnerable, and sweet girl. What's troubling her, innkeeper? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell him what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. There's a trio inspirable for at least a few 100 years. And they're they're an adorable trio. Might I add, the swamp monster, the banshee, and the Myra Morgan. Ah yes, the Myra Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyways, the Myra Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up by his monthly tea parties, insisting that they'll only come if there isn't invested. Insisting they'll only come if other isn't invited. Okay. Hardly botching it. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It doesn't smell like a breakup. Let's not catch us. Let's not catastrophic words. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. And now I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Brett. Even if they do break up, they'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't really want to give her this one. Even if they don't break up, they'll be fine. That's still gonna make her worry like no tomorrow. Let's go with don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through it, this one too. He's right. They've been through it worse. But what if he is wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hey, I'm Voy. That's short for a voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No? Doesn't ring a bell, sorry. Anyway. So, oh yeah, that's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Un for a while now. Didn't she pick ingredient? Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The banquet was really cute. I know, right? I'm assuming I said the wrong word, not banquet. Something else. You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. I was also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh. Shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily I didn't scare easily. I don't scare easily. Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a song, if you don't mind. People are hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. Be honest. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes, you should come visit sometime. Boy, that's short for a voyage. Just boy is fine. Do you want to come to Un? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Hee. Yeah, really reminds me of a certain community member in our Discord. Not saying who. You get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me Let me advertise your spot at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Aya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. And don't you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. Excuse me. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. I'm assuming we're thinking of Clay, because he's like super chill and connects people. Now, who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line, Remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, innkeeper. Yeah, see you. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud cast. You think I can take my crutched hook with me too? Yeah, with me. All right. Let's see here. A Delphment fired as an entered personal guard and is now looking for new fighters to protect him from dangers. Okay. In river banks of the Shiver Mirror hides the marijuana. Faithful spirit prone to drawing men, women, and everything in between. I think that's what we need for one of them. Here are the guards. Great sword once belonged to grandmother. Nope. Myra and the Banshee are a loving couple most of the time, but they're currently fight as their best friend. I very worried. A stranger has come to town. He looks calm, creeps, and spooky armor. Nope. A banshee haunting the luminous lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully, I boiled. There we go. The Lagoon of Tranquility. The Myra Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lucem Lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love, but because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the swamp with which Paya, would do anything to keep her friend group from shattering. Couple of consolers sorely needed. Couple counselors. I'm a dork. Oh, we get to put together another quest? Okay. An unusual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating crop, but then apparently it poses a problem. Maybe. Carolyn grants great sword once belongs. Think those two go together? Stranger has come to town. Nope. Why? Okay. There seems to be very unsafe at the moment. At least if your cattle, a few animals have not returned home in a while. Not that one. Legends or clerics say that the first flame never bestowed upon mankind still burns in a temple in the highlands. Not that one. The capital is wrapped in roots protected by the divine according to the myth of ancient time. It's a tree, okay. This one? There we go. Fatal Company. Political tension issues when the canal bridge connected Dire to the mainland collapsed. Especially because spinal rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried best friend insists he is still in dire need of a new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately, if those travelers are cattle anyway. There we go. We got our quest set up. And with that, we feed our little buddy, clean up the tavern, and blow out the candles. Thank you, everybody, for enjoying this episode. If you are enjoying the series, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for the next video, and we'll pick this up with It Takes Two or Three. Peace, guys.